HSBN Live is on the air. Welcome, everybody, to Barry University for today's game between Doctors Charter and Riviera Prep. Hello again, everybody. I'm Jay Hayback, along with my broadcast partner, as usual, Mr. Justin Bresner. Justin, welcome.
Thanks, Jay. Looking forward to a good one. Our first trip out here to Barry University. Great facility they got. Sun is going down, and we're going to be ready for some night baseball in just a couple of minutes.
And also today with us, Jerry Skelton. Jerry, welcome.
How you doing, guys? It's great to be here at beautiful Barry University. Let's see what we got coming up today.
It should be a good one here as we get set for this.
It's our first time out here. It's a beautiful place, a nice facility. Got a nice scoreboard out there so we don't get lost. Got a lot of beautiful practice facilities. And Riviera and Dr. Charter, see if they got a battle here to get out of the basement.
And a couple of our Bulldogs on the verge of possibly breaking some records here for 8th grade players. We'll get into that in a few. A quick shout out to Court Young. I know you couldn't be here tonight. And actually, a shout out to the entire Young and Simon families. Hope you're watching and enjoying the game.
All right, looks like we're getting ready to go.
We are ready to roll. This is Luis Angarita. I cannot roll my R's. Jay will do that when he comes back. We saw Angarita pitch when we did the game a couple months ago back at University of Miami. And that is a shot down the first base line. That's down for a hit. Angarita on his way to second. He might even go for third. He is going for third. He is booking, folks. And he is going to get in there with a nice triple. And he's coming around. They bobbled the ball in the outfield. And Angarita with an inside the park home run, folks. What a start for the Bulldogs.
What
on his way to second. He might even go for third.
Park home run on the first pitch of the game.
Luis Angarita.
There you go.
Down the line, all the way to the wall, and was able to get all the way around the bases. And Riviera Prep, after one pitch, leads 1-0. Are you kidding me? Well, you know, there's two schools of thought here, guys. Riviera Prep already played a game today, so they're in their element. They are already warmed up.
They are warmed up.
The other school of thought says, well, and they continue the
dropped in for a single.
As Eric Fernandez gets a base hit. The other school of thought says, at about inning 4, they're going to be tired as anything.
Quite possibly so. Yes, and Eric Fernandez on the verge of possibly breaking the FHSAA batting average for an 8th grade student on the season. He is currently batting over the record. We'll see how he finishes out. And should Mr. Fernandez get another hit tonight, he will break the record for most hits amongst an 8th grade student.
So this is DJ Flowers. Riviera Prep keeps it going here already, up 1-0.
He did break the record, Jay. He broke the record with that single.
With that single?
Yes, sir.
That single broke the record.
Yes, so just clarification, that was the record breaker, so we witnessed history over here.
As we did in the very first district game that Riviera Prep played. DJ Flowers
straight back.
fouls it back at us. So for Riviera, we will have DJ Flowers in the field at third base, and pitching will be Nick Flowers. Count 2-1 now to Flowers. This is Charlie Cali on the mound.
And that one is hit up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit.
And Cali is not fooling anyone right now, folks. They're getting good wood on every one of these pitches. They're seeing them well.
Well, I wish it was wood, Jerry. We unfortunately are still using aluminum here at the high school level. I wish we could somehow implement that change, but I don't know that it's Charlie Cali that's the problem. I think just these Riviera hitters are zoned and dialed in right now.
Well, 2 on, no out from Mark Quarry, the catcher for the Bulldogs tonight.
Jay, there's a good point you made a couple minutes ago. They came fresh off the bus from a 4 o'clock start. They already played, so they're in the zone right here. The old rest versus rust. You know, they're going right after it.
Yeah, they did.
There's the curveball. Beautiful pitch in for a strike. Charlie Cali has come in and thrown strikes, but Riviera's liked the strikes he's thrown so far.
They already had an 8-2 victory earlier, so the bats are hot.
Defeating Somerset earlier. Big swing and a miss.
That was a good pitch.
Beautiful pitch.
Count
there.
now 0-2. Ready.
And Quarry with a rocket to left field. That's going to get over his head. That's going to score 1. Fernandez on his way in. Flowers on his way in. And Quarry will stop at second base. Stand-up double for Quarry. In case you missed it, folks, it is now 3-0.
And that's
Riviera
after
Prep
4
over
batters.
Doctor's Charter.
That's after 4 batters.
After 4 batters, absolutely right. And here is the pitcher, Nick Flowers. What a start for the Bulldogs. That one just misses. And Cali is throwing good pitches. They're just, they're right where the Bulldogs want them, apparently.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff, but they are just hitting everything.
That one will just miss low and outside. Count 2-0. So it is already 3-0. Mark Quarry on second, no outs. And this is the pitcher, Nick Flowers, at the plate. And that's a shot to center.
That's going to get
They
down
will
in the
not
gap.
get to it. That is right in the gap over there. That's going to be a triple. No, it's going to be a double. But that will score another run. So a double for Nick Flowers. Jay, this is crazy. Quarry comes around to score. Score now 4-0.
What's
Still
crazy
no
is I
outs.
haven't been here for any of it working on
Yeah.
all the cameras.
Still no outs. Well, I mean, who knew it was going to start off this fast?
They came right off the buses, swinging the bats.
Yeah, they
4 runs in after 5 batters. We got a man on second and nobody out here.
I mean, the truth is, we've seen this before, Jay. When Ferguson traveled to
Hialeah Gardens.
Hialeah Gardens, we saw it. They got off the bus and got on the field and just started cracking every pitch.
And
that
they
was
were
thrown.
late, too.
Yes, they were.
You know, it's funny. They were late coming to this game, and I'm like, they're not going to take batting practice. Now we know why.
Yeah,
Same
no
same
need.
thing happened to Ferguson. Ferguson was late, got off the bus, and just destroyed Hialeah Gardens.
So here's Jesse Lehman, the left fielder.
And guys, still no outs.
Still no outs. 1 on. As Nick Flowers over on second after his double. And that's a
one
wild
gets
pitch.
Away.
Flowers headed to third.
Without a throw.
It is all Riviera Prep right now. They've already won a game today and now have put up 4 runs, have a runner at third, Nick Flowers, and still no outs here in the first. That one fouled away. And Doctor's Charter still hasn't even had a chance to get the bat in their hands and already down 4-0 with no outs. Outside. It is an absolutely beautiful evening here, and we are at Barry University, an absolutely gorgeous field. Other than Miami-Dade College, the best college field that we're on. I know some people are going to say, what about University of Miami? What about FIU? They're both excellent, and we have broadcasted at both of those locations this season.
But he's fouled off again.
But in terms of field surface, the field surface at Miami-Dade College, of course, we do those on our Channel 2 on South Florida Broadcast Network. The field surface at Miami-Dade College is #1 for us. I take that back. We broadcasted at Marlins Park.
We did.
Let's not forget that we broadcasted
Slight
at Marlins
oversight.
Park. So Marlins Park went #1. Miami-Dade College #2. Barry University
2A.
3.
2A, 3, yeah.
Barry's 3. And then FIU would be 4 because they just put $20 million into their field.
Oh, you're going to put Alex Rodriguez on there?
And the University of Miami right now would be #5. Now we're talking about playing surface. Now if we're talking about hallowed ground, UM might be #1. And for strike 3, he struck him out.
Looking.
Charlie Cali strikes out Jesse Lehman and gets the first out of the inning.
That was a big strike out there to stop the bleeding. They had a runner at third and nobody out.
Yeah, I would almost use the word hemorrhaging. Bleeding might not be enough. They might be anemic.
Let's see if Cali can settle down here and get through this.
Need some medication to get that blood to stop coming out. Like one of those World War II war wounds that's like gushing and spitting blood everywhere.
So in case you've missed it, folks, we have 1 on, 1 out, and 4 runs have already come across for the Bulldogs here in the top of the first inning at Barry University.
The lights just got turned on.
Abusad chops
That's
at
going to
second.
score another run. They'll trade a run for an out.
They will.
So that is the 5th run of the inning.
Eli Halton, the first baseman, stepping up to the plate.
This is the 8th batter of the inning.
Halton's batting .333 on the season. Yeah, they might bat around here, Jay, although there are 2 outs. First pitch is in for a strike on the outside corner. Again, we've seen games go oddly like this from the start, but never with a pitcher like Cali who's hitting his spots, apparently. The Bulldogs just seem to already know which spots those are going to be. That one's left way outside.
That one hit on the ground. This could do it. Up
over
and
short
over.
and over.
He got him. Welcome back, Jacob.
Huge inning for the Bulldogs, Jay.
Changing time.
At Riviera, send 8 men to the plate. 5 come in to score. 5-0 after the top of the first.
Did you see if the graphics worked? You didn't have to take it off.
Now batting number 14, Jacob Poletto, second baseman. High and outside with the first pitch. Low and in, ball 2. So 3 straight wide of the zone to start the inning here.
Fix camera 1. It just doesn't look right. Just get like.
Called strike. Oh, it called it outside there, Jay. So with a 5-run lead, not sure you want to do that, a 4-pitch walk.
You're right, Jerry. That's like literally the one thing you do not want to do. I'd rather give up a leadoff home run.
It's a cardinal sin there. 5-0, 4-pitch walk.
Jacob.
When you walk the leadoff, he usually comes around to score.
That is
so
correct.
Max Medina at the plate, the shortstop.
Another wide of the zone.
I gotta say, folks, the national anthem today, performed by Lily Calli, Charlie's sister, was one of the best renditions we have heard at any game that we have been at this season and last season. So roughly in 50 games or so.
And you ain't kidding me, and I think she's 10 years old.
Spectacular.
Bring the ladder.
That's in there for a strike.
Six balls thrown before the first strike got in there. And if you're Nick Flowers, you've got to be the happiest guy in the building right now.
To have a 5-run lead,
you've
absolutely.
only pitched 2 2/3 innings the entire season. You get your first start of the season, and your team puts up a 5-burger for you with a little ketchup and mustard.
Runner goes, and he walked him. So Medina on his way over to first. Poletto to second.
We got the makings of a very high-scoring game here, guys.
We sure do.
Well, here's a meeting already, and Emilio Fernandez not happy with what he's seeing. I'm sure, guys, the last words out of his mouth before this inning started, he probably told him 3 things. Throw strikes, and throw strikes. And I guarantee you right now, Emilio Fernandez is beside himself watching the first 2 batters get walked. The first one on 4 pitches, the second one on 5 pitches.
First thing you want to do when you put up a 5 spot is get right back in that dugout and start hitting again. That's exactly what you want to do.
Well, now it's a pitcher-on-pitcher duel here as Charlie Calli steps in.
I taped it. I thought I had.
2 on, no out here in the bottom of the first. That one misses low. Flowers having trouble finding the strike zone early, Jay.
Maybe a take sign?
Speaking of said national anthem, here's the brother of
Runner goes. Here's the throw to third base. He's going to be safe at third, and a delayed steal to second base. So now it's Poletto at third and Medina at second. And Charlie Calli with a 1-1 count. You can hear everybody saying, help yourself, help yourself. A base hit could score 2 here and get them right back in the game. It's way outside. Good patience by Charlie Calli, knowing your situation, and also being a pitcher, knowing your situation.
Big swing and a miss.
Great pitch there by Flowers. Got himself out of a little bit of a jam there. Got him to swinging one low and away. A great pitch.
We'll see if he tries to place another one in that area. Count now 2-2 to Cali.
Just tap it. There you go.
So we have a full count here. Runners on second and third. And the Hawks could easily get right back into this game.
One swing of the bat.
The text line going absolutely crazy. Cali pops it up out of play. I'm going to try to read some of them. Belen Garaterol. Saludos desde República Dominicana, Luis Angarita.
Okay, so Dominican Republic cheering on Angarita.
Zoe Gort says Eric. Jose Javier Guerra says good luck, Luis Angarita. Big swing and a miss at the high pitch. He struck him out.
That is a huge strikeout there, guys.
Good pitch from Flowers there. Got him to chase it.
So here's number 19, Zaire Cox, the left fielder.
Crystal McWilliams says go Charlie.
Swing and a miss.
Tyrannosaurus says go Riviera. Tyrannosaurus also saying some things they probably shouldn't be saying. So, Tyrannosaurus, you got to be careful. We may put you in timeout. Greetings from Venezuela for Luis Angarita.
1-1 the count here.
Love you, son, Luis Angarita. Proud of you from his parents.
I mentioned earlier we saw him pitch at the game that we did for Riviera Prep earlier in the season.
Also, it looks like his aunt and uncle also watching. Luis Angarita, love you, my nephew. Go Bulldogs, go from.
Oh, that's
Harold
way
Pomerantz.
outside. That's going to bring us.
And the runner's going to come home, and he's going to make it without a throw.
So Paletto's going to come around and score the first run for the Hawks. Medina's now on third.
Score now 5-1 in favor of Riviera.
And still only one out here, Jay. This could be a very high-scoring situation. And Zaire Cox chops to the second.
This is going to score the second run. So Doctor's Charter has effectively taken some of the momentum back here and now trail 5-2. 5-2 sounds a lot better than 5-0.
Sure does.
Don't you think?
And Jay, what are the 2 runs attributed to? 2 walks. The first
Absolutely.
2 walks that they faced.
We always say on our broadcast, a walk is a run, and each walk was a run in this case.
Here's Chaz Royo, the center fielder. So we have no on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the
There's
first
the
inning.
fastball in for a strike.
And the score now 5-2. Bulldogs over the Hawks.
Way up and out.
outside. 2-1 the count now.
We have a beautiful sunset
Just
coming in
missed
here.
high.
The clouds, all sorts of pinks and purples coming in, and the lights are on here at Barry University.
3-1 count, Jay. I'm sure he has the take sign.
Here's the pitch.
No,
he
he'll
did
pop that
not
one
have
up.
the take sign. Where is it going? Is it coming to us?
It's coming back at us. Oh!
That did not sound well.
No, that was behind us. Their cover back
The
there.
P- the
Over
PA
the PA system.
The
yeah.
PA system actually had the sound of crashing glass, but I think there may have actually been some crashing glass. I don't know if they needed that sound.
It's 50-50 whether that was real glass or just a sound effect.
You might be right, Jerry. I better go check my car. Big swing and a miss. He
Got him.
struck him out, and that will do it.
Big way to end that inning there, Jay, and keep it a 5-2 game.
Doctor's Charter puts up 2 huge runs in the first inning and gets the momentum, some of it, back.
I don't remember the last time we saw 7 runs in the first inning, Jay.
Yeah, 7 spots.
I think it was Coral Park last year.
Could have been, yeah. It definitely not this season.
We go to the top half of the second inning. You are watching HSPN Live. I hope we don't get copyrighted on Can't Touch This from MC Hammer.
It's possible.
So Charlie Callie's got to be feeling a little better about things now. Comes back to the mound with a little bit of a pep in his step. And now feels like things are more in his favor. His team supported him very well in that inning.
Here's the only batter not to get up in the previous inning, Jay. This is Dave Rao. First offerings outside and low. So Rao, one of the few seniors on the Bulldogs. This is low with that one. Count 3-0. Cali having some trouble finding the strike zone here. And Rao not biting on any of these pitches.
There's the fastball in for a strike. Little sidearm action there from Charlie Cali. Cali working quick and puts another one in there.
Another beautiful pitch. What was that?
That was actually Mortal Kombat.
Oh, finish him. Got it. That's a shot towards short. That's going to be up and over to first.
One away.
Yeah, we heard the old Mortal Kombat when right before the fatality they would say, "Finish him."
How do you say his name, Jay?
We have Luis Angarita coming to bat right now. Angarita hit a home run in his first at-bat.
Apparently has a large fan club as well, according to our text line.
Huge fan club.
It was a ground ball home run in the first inning by Luis Angarita. And I will stop doing that now.
I just promised one of the kids you would, Jay. You've covered it now.
I gave like 5, so
okay,
I think
that
I'm
covers
good.
it. Yeah, that covers it.
Fouled back. Count will hold at 0-2.
One of the fans from Riviera Prep came up to me before the game and started telling me about their first game and that, we should take it easy on them this game because, they're probably tired and all this stuff. And
they got the wrong team.
I knew she was sandbagging. I knew it.
She was sandbagging you.
They got the wrong team, Jay.
Well, my answer to her was, I'm sorry, I can't hear you over all those excuses I'm hearing right now.
That's a shot again to the outfield. That's going to go to left field.
Heading back and
over and get it.
He makes the catch.
So nice catch by Zaire Cox in left field. for out number 2.
Good momentum right now for Doctors Charter. They have retired the last 2 batters for Riviera. There are 2 outs here in the second inning.
And here's Eric Fernandez.
A much different story than the first inning.
I apologize earlier for being one behind on Mr. Fernandez, as he did break the record.
Fernandez hits that one up the middle.
We'll tack on another one to that record for most hits.
Amazing. Can you believe that he came into the game batting .488 and he's just going to raise his average?
He's having quite a game. This is DJ Flowers at a single back in the first. Hey, then I can't write. What do you want me to do? Let it go. Let go of it. Let go of it.
What a
Big
great
swing and
there.
a miss at that one. You could hear the crowd say, woo, on that swing. Curveball, runner goes,
and
but
he caught him
it won't
looking.
matter. He struck him out, and that will do it. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Charlie Calli.
Oh, it was 4 batters.
Excuse me. You're absolutely right. We keep forgetting Eric Fernandez.
Right, he tacked on to his record.
Poor
Dave.
Eric Fernandez. Here he's breaking records, and we can't even get it right. But in all seriousness, it was a very good inning for Charlie Calli, who was able to retire Riviera Prep with no runs in the second inning. And we go now to the bottom of the second inning. It is 5-2 Riviera Prep. You are watching HSBN Live. Put up their batting. No, put up Riviera's, put up a doctor batting. And Emilio putting Doctor's Charter batting stats up on the screen for you folks. Emilio doing a fabulous job as usual today. Thank you for that, Emilio.
Jay, let's see if Flowers can copy Calli in just a shutdown inning after it gets settled in here. Let's see if that's what's going to happen.
Well, I think we're going to just go inning by inning here and see what Flowers can do, because remember, the stats coming into this game on Flowers, not very conclusive. 2.2 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts against 4 walks, a 1-2 ratio. Usually you're at a 2-1 or 3-1 or 4-1 ratio, strikeouts to walks. So a 1-2 ratio, and you can see that one way out of the strike zone.
Well, Mason Kazwara at the plate now, the catcher for the Bulldogs. I'm sorry, for the Hawks. Oh, almost hit him, Jay. Flowers having trouble.
A little wild, as the stats showed.
Count now 3-0. I think Kazwara is going to walk over here to first in a second. I'd be
We got
surprised.
people from Spain now supporting Angarita.
Takes on. He'll make his way to first.
Jay, do we know where Angarita is from? We got Spain, Venezuela, Dominican Republic, all checking in on him. Do we know where he's from?
Last game we did, I think Dominican Republic was the parents and grandparents.
He might just be a man of the world.
He could be a man of the world.
I
There
could
are
see
some
that.
people that are just men of the world, and that might be Luis Angarita.
He may have fans everywhere he's ever visited. So Alfie Ramirez at the plate now.
On the text line, congrats, Eric, for making history. That pitch way up high. The problem with throwing pitches like that, Jerry and Justin, is there's really no chance for the hitter to swing at them. At least if a pitch is somewhere near the strike zone, you may get a hitter to bite.
Yeah, he's
Got that one to fall in.
got a generous call on that one there.
I think so, but might have caught the outside corner. It's a little harder for us to see from up here.
Which one?
Count now 2-1 to Alfie Ramirez.
That one is lagging.
Now it's going to be chopped just foul down the right field line.
So he evens the count at 2-2. Nice comeback here. Payoff pitch here at 3-2.
Just
And
missed high with that one.
You could see Flowers just guiding it in there, and two more walks.
The second inning in a row. First two batters walk.
Well, guys, I hate to say it, but he has 4 walks and 2 strikeouts, which is
He does now,
exactly
yes.
what he had coming in.
And we're going to have a change here, Jay. Oh, we know. Oh, yeah, we
Yeah,
know
no,
that. Oh, yeah.
The fans trying to give us some more info. We love when the fans get involved because it only helps our broadcast. So all of you fans out there, please give us as much input as possible.
Yeah, no, we're certainly not picking on Mr. Flowers. We know it's his first start of the season. He has now been replaced by number 10. That's going to be DJ Flowers. So they will switch it up with the Flowers brothers, apparently.
Yeah, and as you heard us mention, they've already played a game today. They were probably just trying to throw another arm in there to just eat a couple of innings up.
Your attention, please. Now pitching number 10, DJ Flowers.
So 2 on, no out, and DJ Flowers will enter the game.
So DJ Flowers, 4 1/3 innings pitched, has not given up a run, a 0.00 ERA, a 0-0 record. He also, like his brother, has a high walk ratio, 2 strikeouts and 7 walks this season in the 4 innings. Almost identical numbers to his brother. But we said, before this game even started, Justin and Jerry, we said this may be a game of committee of pitching because we knew Angarita was not going to start. And Angarita has been the anchor of this pitching staff.
Looks like we're ready for play again.
Yes, we are. And DJ Flowers' first opponent at the plate here is going to be the DH Ken Brown.
Guys, let me say this about Angarita. Luis Angarita this season has pitched 42 1/3 of the 99 2/3 innings that have been pitched.
That's a horse, Jay.
Attempts a bunt and pulls it back. But why would you bunt here? You've got Riviera on the ropes, throwing balls and swinging at a pitch that looked high there.
Wow. He almost had to step over the plate to try to take that swing.
Small meeting at the mound here.
Yeah, just to work on their signals as DJ Flowers just came into the game.
We want to thank Jose Caban of Light Face Media for all his help today. Jose, if you're watching, we really appreciate all of your help.
Yeah, no humming, no echoes, no. He took care of everything for us.
We had some audio difficulties until tonight, and Jose spent about half hour, 45 minutes with me working on all of our difficulties, and we have removed them. No more audio difficulties. It has been a very smooth audio broadcast. Now the cameras, that's a whole nother story.
It's the wild netting they have at Barry University.
And there's a lot of wind out here, guys.
And there is a lot of wind. Yes, there is. We lost an
windy,
umbrella earlier.
Windy field, lost an umbrella earlier, almost lost a camera.
Well, and the only reason we even brought umbrellas is because of our cameras overheating yesterday for the AUBL Miami playoff game at Miami Christian.
With this much wind, not an issue here tonight. It's a beautiful night
Way
out
outside and low. Count 3-2. There are no outs here in the second inning. Riviera up
walk.
3 runs, but in some trouble right now as there are no outs, runners at first and second, and both runners reached via the walk. And Jerry, as we saw earlier, the walks scored.
Just a
Hit
killer.
on the ground.
And
they bailed him out. Look at that. Over the
Double-
third for 1 to second
double
for
play.
2. He bailed him out. Unbelievable.
What a play there, Jay. Jay, I thought they were going to try to turn 3 there.
You know, if he had tripped out of the batter's box, I think maybe they would have.
Taylor made double play to the third base.
Yeah, I'm not sure we've seen too many of those double plays.
It is hard to
this
get
season,
a
Jay.
third to second double play. So 2 on and none out becomes 1 on and
2 out.
2 out. A huge turn of events, and DJ Flowers has come in relief of his brother Nick Flowers and has gotten the best case scenario, a ground ball to third base turned into a double play.
This is Nate Vincent, the right fielder at the plate.
Big swing and a miss. You know, these high pitches, Doctors seems to be looping their swings.
So DJ up on the count, 0-2 here to Vincent. And he could get out of quite a jam here for his team. He
And
did.
for strike
strike
three,
three.
he struck him out, and that will do it. Riviera gets out of a jam and continues to lead 5-2. You are watching HSPN Live. Riviera has 5 runs on 6 hits. Doctors Charter, 2 runs on no hits.
Just goes to show you what happens when you throw strikes. I mean, he was all over the place, 2 runners on, threw a strike, double play, and then struck the next guy out, right? Just like that, out of trouble.
So Riviera will come to the plate here in the top of the third inning, and Emilio will put up the stats for Riviera Prep, their batting stats. Michelle P. says, great to see my cousins, the Flowers brothers play, and she got to see both of them pitch tonight.
the brothers have a single and a double between them and have come around to score 2 of the Bulldogs' runs tonight. So not bad at the plate.
Well, E. Hernandez, which I believe is related to Emilio, says, great camera angles and clear views. Really impressed.
Take it. So Mark Quarry's second at bat of the game. He had a double back in the first and came around to score.
Justin, when we did these two teams earlier this season, were we still at one camera?
We might have been. At University of Miami,
Yes,
we might have
I
been.
think that was our last one-camera broadcast.
That was the Bulldogs' first district
First
game.
ever district game, which was their first ever district win.
That one just missed outside for Calais.
Jerry.
That's in for a strike. Count 2-2 now to Quarry. That one is shot to
ripped
center.
to center field, going back, and he makes a catch. He knew where to go, guys. He had a plan when he started going back. You could tell he didn't overrun the ball. A lot of young center fielders may have overran that one.
He made it look routine, actually, and I thought it was going to be trouble off the bat.
Yeah, Chaz Royo didn't seem to have any problems out there in center field catching that. So here is Nick Flowers at the plate. Had a double back in the first. That's a
Gets
shot
on
to
top
short.
of that, but it's right to short, up and over. He
Nice
got him.
throw.
Got him by 2 steps. Two quick outs here for Charlie Calais, who has settled down here in the third inning after a difficult first inning. Riviera Prep came out with their hitting shoes on tonight. But in the second inning, Charlie Calais shut him down. And now in the third inning, 2 quick outs. I'll tell you, you got to give credit to Charlie Calais for staying with it. And a lot of pitchers may have given up on themselves after that first inning, but
That's in for a strike. Yeah, he got Lehman looking back in the first.
he might have been inspired by his little sister.
What a rendition that was. The best we've heard, Jay.
There's the sweeping curveball. Look at that pitch.
On top of him, 0-2 already. Just low with that one. 1-2 the count now to Lehman.
Curveball hit on the ground to second base. This should do it. He charges
He
it.
bobbled it, Jay. He's not going to make it.
I don't know that he needed to charge it that much there. I think the ball had enough speed on it. That'll go as an error.
Center fielder, number 14, Ferris Abusad.
Abusai with some fans over here to our right.
Abusad grounded to second base in the first inning. Runner
Runner
goes.
goes.
Swing and a miss.
He
and
is
that
going
ball is
to-
launched to second base, and he
He's
is
safe.
in there
So Lehman's got some wheels.
with 2 outs. Not surprising that he would take off there.
No. To get into scoring position.
And that one also hit on the ground to second base, up and over,
He will
and he
make that
got him.
play.
That
Got a chance
will
to
do
redeem
it.
himself there.
Yeah, after making the error, Jacob Paletto comes right back and makes a beautiful play.
No runs again for Riviera, continuing to lead 5-2. Guys, we've seen this before where a team will come out of the gate hot, score a bunch of runs in the first inning, and then slow down and let their opponent back in it. Don't want to do that. I think I'm going to go in for an interview, guys, with the dugouts.
Okay.
I think it's one of those rare times where both managers will be pretty happy.
Probably. I would believe so. So here is Jacob Paletto. Had an error the last inning at second, but came right back with a stellar play, as I mentioned earlier. Paletto walked back in the first, stole a base, and came around to score.
Ball one.
That's a shot to second. Similar play, it's off his foot. Paletto
play
in at
there.
first.
Tough play there for the second baseman. I'm not sure if that's a hit or an error. What do you think?
Let's see what the scoreboard gives it. An error.
Give him an error. Tough grader up there.
Yeah, it just took a funny bounce and hit his foot. So here's Max Medina. Medina, same situation as Paletto. Walked, stole a base, and came around to score back in the first. That's in for a strike. Count 1-1 to Medina.
Came out like a house of and got chance to pitch tonight. Is this going to be a bull? Think
Okay, so Charlie Calli at the plate.
Calli serves one into center. Well played there. He will even hold the runner. So that's a fly out to the center fielder.
Back-to-back flyouts to center. So Paletto over on second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Zaire Cox at the plate.
Runner goes. Had a huge jump there, but
Fouled
fouled
off.
back.
Zaire Cox chops it to first. That's going to stay foul.
Just goes foul at the last moment.
Well, guys, let me paraphrase what Coach Emilio Fernandez said in the dugout. Is unfortunately we were not able to get that interview live. I asked Emilio about the runs in the first inning. I said, you guys came off the bus and were like a house of fire. Is it because you already played a game today? He said it might be that we came in hot and everybody came ready to play, and that he was concerned that the run production stopped, and he wanted to make sure he did everything he could to get his players back into that mentality, into that frame of mind to be able to score more runs, because he was concerned that 5 might not be enough.
And I can see the concern there, Jay. Runner goes to third, but he got him.
It won't matter. He struck him out, and that will do it. After
Remains Bulldogs 5, Hawks 2.
After 3 innings complete, it is still 5-2. All runs were scored in the first inning. It has been zeros up on the board ever since the first inning. You are watching HSBN Live.
During one of the breaks, Jay, I went back and talked to the PA guys and told them, hey, music's great, just no Thunderstruck, please.
Yeah, for those of you who watch our broadcast, Thunderstruck by AC/DC is a common song that is played at many high schools, and also we're in a lot of colleges too. It seems as though Thunderstruck is one that's played a lot, and unfortunately for us, Thunderstruck is a copyrighted song that if it is played on any YouTube live broadcast, it will knock our broadcast down once the broadcast is recorded. It won't knock us down while we're live, but when the broadcast is recorded, it will keep the broadcast from showing. So we typically have to get that removed from any broadcast that it plays in. So we thank the last 3 venues that we've been at where we asked them not to play Thunderstruck, and what a surprise, our broadcasts are up and ready to go.
It's our one sticky song that we can't do.
Coming to the plate, first baseman, number 15, Eli Halton.
So Eli Halton coming up for his second at bat of the night.
Ball 1.
That's in for a strike.
So after some early fireworks, both these teams have just settled in. 7 runs in the first, and we still sit at 7 in the fourth.
And just for the record, I do like the song Thunderstruck.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
This is not an indictment on the song.
It's not about liking
I'm a huge AC/DC fan.
I agree.
I've turned my 5-year-old son into an AC/DC fan.
That's the concert I saw them at the Miami Arena, Jay, back in the day when we had a Miami Arena.
My son, my son now routinely requests "Whole Lot of Rosie" and "Let There Be Rock." Hit on the ground on the right side. This should be an easy play.
Though. Tough play.
I say easy,
nice.
You say tough, and it ended up being somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere right.
Well, you could
smack in
see
the
it. He
middle.
really took his time with that. He might have taken too much time. So you were both right there. It was a tough one. It was an easy one. He made it a close one, though.
It almost happened in slow motion all the way around. The ball seemed to be hit in slow motion. The fielders seemed to go in slow motion, and the runners seemed to run in slow motion.
Here's Dave Rao. Big swing and a miss on the first offering.
Dave also, his actual name,
Wow.
I'm gonna attempt here is
Nice
Janagata.
pitch. That sounds right.
Jonnagadda. Janagata.
And he goes by Dave.
Waves at that one, and he struck him out.
Fatality.
Fatality. Wow. The PA announcer here taking some liberties.
Up at bat, second baseman, number 23, Luis Angarita.
This will be Angarita's third at bat in 4
Awesome.
innings.
Wow. And an inside the park home run. What a shot
A
that
ground ball home run.
was.
When's the last time you saw a ground ball home run?
I think we've had one in the 2 seasons we've been doing this, Jay. I think we saw one inside the Parker. But it is rare. Angarita with a shot to left center.
Settling under it, and he
Makes
makes
the
the
out.
catch. Wow.
That'll do it.
The wind playing some tricks on that one, but he does make the catch, and another 0 goes on the board after 7 runs between these two teams were scored in the first inning. It is all zeros all the time now.
Jay, the left fielder there, Zaire Cox, was fighting the wind and the lights, and he made a great play out there. He lost it temporarily, but recovered nicely.
Well, Charlie Callie, after a rough first inning, has absolutely shut down this Riviera Prep squad. And it's a Riviera Prep squad that's feeling very good about themselves after a big win today against Somerset.
A big win and a big start.
Now 11-8 record, getting ready for district playoffs. And this is DJ Flowers taking the mound for his second inning of work. Excuse me, his third inning of work.
And as we head to the 4th, Jay, just a quick mention. Playing first base for Doctors Charter Hawks is number 24, David DiGiacinto. We haven't mentioned him as he is not in the batting lineup, but looking at my scorebook, he has been involved in multiple defensive plays.
Including the most important play possibly in this game.
So I want to make sure we get a mention of David DiGiacinto out there at first base for the Hawks. And Chaz Royo is going to lead off the 4th.
Leading off for the Hawks, center fielder, number 34, Chaz Williams.
Chaz Royo now the batter.
He's left outside by Flowers.
Royo hitting .391 this season. Second on the team in RBIs with 12. He has a .453 on base percentage.
Another offering outside. Count 2-0 now to Royo.
.565 slugging percentage for Royo. And that one hit hard in the hole. There's going to be a hard
that's
play.
gonna get through,
and
Jay.
it's going to be a base hit. Chaz Royo starts things off for Doctors. This is an important inning for Doctors Charter. We are in the top of the 4th inning.
And that's the first hit for the Hawks, Jay. That is the first hit. Here's Mason Kazwara.
Excuse me, the bottom of the fourth.
Kazwara walked back in the second.
Runner goes on a high pitch and
he's
no
gonna
chance.
Walk in. Chaz Royo easily to second base.
Kazwara walked in his first at bat, but was magically erased at third base on the double play that got Riviera Prep out of that second inning, that all-important second inning. And he goes to bunt, and he
Nice
drops
bunt.
it down. It's a beauty. Flowers up and over to first. He got him. He made a nice play, but Doctors Charter gets Royo over to third base with only one out. It's a nice bunt.
A little small ball there, Jay, to get back into this. We got a steal, we got a bunt, we got a runner at third with less than 2 outs.
This is Alfie Ramirez. He is a junior, 5'9", 185 pounds, with a .388 on-base percentage. He has walked 8 times this season and also reached first the hard way 3 times, getting hit by pitch.
Ooh.
He does have a double to his credit this season and 5 RBIs.
Pops
this
that
up.
one back.
This is going to be a hard play. And he makes the
makes it.
play.
That is a great play. We talked about the wind. We talked about the lights. You can see it in full effect.
Mark Quarry had to come out and make the catch in fair territory, and that is a hard play, folks. I've got to tell you.
Yeah, wild play, Jay. I thought that was going to come back and hit our canopy.
Yeah, it went from almost coming back into us, into our booth, to being in fair territory.
Usually the backspin on those brings it back further, but that one stayed in play. 2 outs now in the inning, so the bunt rendered ineffective.
So far, Ken Brown now at the plate.
Well, ineffective in the sense that now there are 2 outs and much harder to score that runner at third base with 2 outs.
Yeah, Brown would have to put this in play.
Almost better to not have bunted at this point. And that one
Shot to
grounded to
short.
short, up and over to first. He got him, and that will do it. No runs across.
Another
Doctors
clean
Charter will strand a runner. We go to the top of the 5th inning.
And who was that just whipped the ball over there, Jay? None other than the record-breaking Eric Fernandez tonight.
Any excuse you can use to get that out, Justin, is okay by me.
Hey, well, he's coming up right now, so I'll say it again and again. I mean, imagine having a kid with that kind of skill and having him for another 4 years.
Well, he might have to leave early. I think
He
after
might get scooped up.
I think after 2 or 3 years, he might say, guys, I might have had enough of this high school thing. It's been nice, but I'm hitting 878 now. I'm a sophomore hitting 878. I think I'm ready for college. He's probably taking AP classes, AP calculus, and in 9th grade.
Well, Eric Fernandez will lead off the top of the 5th for the Riviera Prep Bulldogs, still leading 5-2. As this has somehow become a pitching duel after the first inning, which was
Tale of 2
7
games,
runs.
Justin. A tale of 2 games. You had one game that ended in the first inning, and you've had another game that started in the second inning and has continued now into the 5th. But it's been a lot of fun for us. We enjoy doing these 2 teams, as we've already done 7 innings of Doctors Charter versus Riviera Prep. This is now our 12th inning of Riviera Prep and Doctors Charter, and both of them. And not only that, not only have we done 2 games with these 2 teams, but they were both at college. One was at the University of Miami, and this one is at Barry. And that one is a rope to center field, but right at him, and he makes the catch.
This Fernandez, even on his outs, he hits him hard. That ball was stung to center field.
Look, there's a lot of pressure being a coach's kid, okay?
Pitcher number 10, DJ Flowers.
So the current pitcher, DJ Flowers, at the plate.
Nice pitch there.
He went.
He had him fooled.
Doesn't look right. Too much over here, and it's like slanted.
And that one's in for a strike. Two nice pitches by Cali. And he gets the finish him from the PA.
That one hits a center field, hit hard, but right at him. He had a leap,
catch.
but he made the catch.
2 catches in a row out there in center field for Chaz Royo.
Coming to the plate, catcher number 9, Mark Quarry.
Meanwhile, guys, this game has flown by. We are only an hour and 4 minutes into this game, and we are already in the 5th inning.
Jay, after the first inning, I thought we were going to be here till midnight, but they are just flying.
Nice pitch, in for a strike. Cali has settled in. And although he was throwing strikes earlier, now he's throwing them where they can't be hit.
You can see on your screen, the split screen, we've got Charlie Cali on the screen, and we also have Mark Quarry on the screen as the batter. HSBN Live having fun with their new toys.
That's in for a strike. Count 1-2. Another finish him from the PA. We'll see if Cali can oblige them. Quarry will step out, reset. And that
Hit
is
hard.
Right
this is
center.
going to be trouble.
That's
it's going
gonna
to. No, it will not.
No.
Oh,
Yes, it will.
Yes, it will. But
He's
here
going
it
for
comes to
second.
play at second
Play
base.
at
He's
second
going to
base,
be
and he is
safe.
Whoa.
safe.
He is safe.
Wow,
What
the
an
throw
odd play
beat him.
all
It
the
was
way
a-
around.
It was.
So,
Here comes the replay.
Up at bat for the Hawks, number 8, Nick Flowers.
So Nick Flowers, the pitcher who started the game for the Bulldogs, now at the plate. Flowers had a big double back in the first inning. In for a strike. Charlie Cali, Jay, has just totally settled into this game.
It's unbelievable how different this game is now.
That one misses high and outside.
That net is really moving the camera. The net. Big sweeping curveball does not make
Just
its way
missed.
back.
Two and one now for Flowers.
Flowers has 3 home runs to his credit this season. 13 RBIs, is 3rd on the team. Flowers graduates in 2022?
Yes. So he's a 9th grader.
My goodness. Pops
That
that
was
one up.
popped up.
There's going to be a play,
What's first?
but will they make it?
Oh!
Well, is there interference? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. He interfered with the ability to make a play. It was inadvertent, but it still happened. It does not
Umpire's
matter the
calling it.
intent. The intent is not important.
Umpire's calling it.
There will not be much of an argument here, except by the player himself. The coach for Riviera is coming in and explaining to his players that it is up to us to avoid the contact.
Correct. The
So,
defender cannot look
It's
at
a
the
teachable
runner.
moment. You know, that's what happens when you have 8th and 9th graders all over your roster. You're going to have some of these teachable moments, but better to have them when you're up 5-2.
Absolutely.
It'll go as It'll go as batter's interference.
Batter's interference as he was running towards first. Yeah, not up to the fielder to keep track of the runner as he's looking up in the air to catch the ball. Up to the runner to avoid the fielder. So we head to the bottom of the 5th. The Riviera Prep Bulldogs leading the Doctors Charter Hawks 5-2.
I did that because I was messing with settings and I found the ability to club.
And only 2.5 innings left of this game, Jay.
It's amazing how quickly this game is going by. We spent 3.5 hours putting our production together in our pregame, putting our cameras up, setting up our audio, and doing all of our pregame stuff. And the game itself is going to take like an hour and 40 minutes.
All right, we are ready to go. This will be Nate Vincent's second at-bat of the game.
Leading off for the Hawks, right fielder number 20, Nate Vincent.
See if someone can break through here in this inning, guys.
Remember, folks, our next broadcast will be Wednesday at Westminster.
Ball one high.
Game time 4 o'clock on Wednesday. Doral coming into Westminster on Wednesday. Big game for both teams. A huge game for both teams. That one is
rocks
ripped
it
to left field. Going back, going back. The wind has it, and he makes the catch.
Nice play just in front of the 320 sign out there and left.
Tell you, Vincent really got a hold of that one.
The wind must be blowing in there, Jay. I thought he crushed that, and it didn't quite get to the wall.
It's absolutely blowing.
I do feel the wind blowing in, Jerry. I think you're right. I don't think the wind did him any favors on that one. And also the air getting heavier, which we've seen in a lot of our night games. The air gets the little dew in the air, and the ball has to cut through those little droplets of water on its way out. Hard to get the ball out of Barry to begin with. Barry is a fairly large field. It is 400 to dead center, but the fence is what would you say, guys? 15 feet high? 20 feet?
Minimum.
Yeah, I
minimum
would say 20.
15 feet high.
A 20-foot high fence
400
at
feet
400 feet, which means you really have to hit it like 430 to get it out. You could hit the ball 410 feet and hit the middle of the wall.
Absolutely.
And the wind's blowing in, thank you.
Everything working against the ball going out.
Jacob Paletto's third at-bat of the game.
I bet you could hit a ball from second base and still not get it over the wall in center field. That's how far it is here at Barry.
He missed it. Oh, called a strike.
Was
No,
it?
he walked him. He walked him.
You know,
A little hard to tell.
We have to say, Flowers, and we have to get our Flowers correct because Nick
DJ.
Flowers started the game. DJ Flowers has done a spectacular job, no less than spectacular, because he came in, let's remember, guys, in the second inning with 2 on and no outs after his brother had walked the first 2 batters. That one sliced down the right side, slicing foul. He comes in the second inning with 2 runners on and no outs and gets what we thought might be a triple play on his first batter. It ended up being a double play, third and second, so we went from runners at first and second and no outs to runner at first with 2 outs, and he effectively thwarted the rally. And that one will shake our camera. But he has done a tremendous job, not only getting out of that inning, which was spectacular, but then faced only 4 batters in the third, 4 batters in the fourth. That grounded foul will waste the steal opportunity.
Great jump, foul back.
He faced 4 batters, DJ Flowers, faced 4 batters in the third, 4 batters in the fourth, and now has gotten the first out in the fifth and a runner on, has done a spectacular job.
Here's Max Medina, his third at bat of the game. He walked back in the first. Stole a base. And they are checking Paletto back over at first. Paletto already stole a base as well tonight. That one's left
Just
outside.
missed. You're going to hear some whoa-ho's from the Riviera side, from the fans and from the bench.
Count 1-2 now to Medina. Runner's going.
Popped
Medina
up.
Popped up.
There's going to be a play here, albeit
Is
a
there?
hard one.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
What a play.
He had
No
to.
coned it.
And is there going to be a double play? No,
No.
there will not.
He
Tagging
will
up,
actually make his way over to
tagging up and getting to second. But what a play at third base. The third baseman for Riviera, and we're not sure who it is because DJ Flowers started at third, so we'll have to see who the third baseman is now, had drifted, and the wind actually blew it back into the field of play and had to reach back over his head and made a spectacular play. Unfortunately, the runner was able to tag up and get to second base, but I'm sure Riviera's not going to be all that upset about that. And here comes Emilio Fernandez, the head coach. Jerry, what do you think they're going to talk about here? Because with 2 outs and a runner at second, I don't think this is a situational discussion.
I think this is just to talk about just coming right after the batter. Just come after this guy, get this inning over with, and keep down the zeros. We've seen 0 after 0 after 0. I don't think there's any really technical support going out there. Just come after the batter. Jay, when we upgrade to like player tracker, that would have been nice to see how that third baseman tracked that play. It would have been like a figure 8.
Yeah, it sure would. He was kind of running around.
Well,
Some
maybe
circles out there.
Maybe if we send the video into ESPN, maybe they'll break it down for us.
Sports science, maybe?
Yeah.
But seriously, guys, these kids are doing very well under the conditions. Every fly ball is an adventure, and there hasn't been too many misplay.
No, it has been a joy to do this game tonight, especially when you have so many younger players. I mean, high school players themselves are
Runner's
young.
going, Jay.
Here's the throw to third base.
He's in
going to
there.
be safe at third.
Paletto, another stolen base on the
You know,
night.
we're accustomed to doing games with 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds. Maybe once in a while, you know, you throw in a 15-year-old. But, you know, to have 14 and 13-year-olds and to have them compete the way they do.
Playing at a high level.
That one just missed. Count is 3-0 here, Jay.
The umpire said no, almost with disdain, as if how could you even think that was a strike?
He walked him. Cali over to first now on the walk.
Jay, to get the word disdain into this telecast was a big underdog.
So 2 out. And look at the runner.
They got him
going
hung
for
up.
And
Look
will
at
the runner
that.
He's
score?
out.
The runner scores. The runner scores. It is 5-3. It is 5-3. It's a timing play.
Over to first now on the walk.
His helmet.
I don't think so.
Yes, it is. It is a timing
called
play.
him
I
safe.
understand that, and I think the out was at second before the run
They
came
called him
across the
safe
score.
at home, though. They clearly called him in. He called
I was
him
watching for it. Here's the replay.
We might need to see the replay. I believe the out was made at second first. Or
the run.
beforehand.
The run scored before the tag. I am absolutely sure of it.
in. Steal of home.
I was watching it closely because this is something in AUBL Miami that we have made an emphasis on, because we have seen umpires make the mistake on these timing plays, and it has been a point of emphasis in AUBL Miami on timing plays. That is what is called a timing play, where a runner can only score on that play if it gets across home plate before the tag is made.
Jay, and to give credit to the umpires, they were all over that.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately
No,
he called safe
they
at
made
home.
the perfect call.
They're talking to each other, but there was no hesitation by the home plate umpire. And we finally get a run across the board after the first inning.
Yeah, there was no hesitation, but I certainly saw that the other way around.
And once again, the walk scores, guys.
All 3 runs by Doctors have been scored via the walk, reached via the walk.
Jesse Lehman with his fans over here, cheering him on. Score is now 5-3, folks, as Doctor's Charter puts up another run.
Gets
And
the
there's
bunt
a
down.
bunt.
It's a beauty. No chance.
Absolute beauty.
Which one? No, it was. Walk. He walked. You had first and third. Oh, the out was before he went. Right? Yeah. Is correct.
So Jesse Lehman drops an absolutely perfect bunt to start this inning. Guys, it is 5-3. All of a sudden, things getting tight here. That one straight back.
Abu Saad pops it
And
back
we'll
at
send
us.
Jacob to rescue our camera as
I
soon as
think
we
we're
can
okay.
find him.
It shook a little bit, but I think we're still good. No, too far over. It's rough with this screen instead of a metal fence. Dr. Charter's bench talking about turning 2 here.
I think
Doctors Charters has done exactly what they needed to do after a disastrous first inning. They have crept back into
Runner
this game.
goes.
big swing, and he fouled it. Oh, he spoiled the stolen base.
Yeah, Lehman was over there easily. But Abu Saad apparently just got a little bit of that ball.
There was a foul ball, Jacob. That's why. It kind of ripped it up. You got it?
That one misses outside. Count 2-2. And the Bulldogs really need to put up some more runs here, as their lead is
The runner
dwindling.
goes again.
And
and
it
he
hits a right
rocks it.
field. Is it going to get down?
Uh-oh.
It will not.
No, it will not.
Sec-
Although he
Oh, he
dropped,
dropped
it
it
on the
quickly.
transfer. On the
on
transfer.
the transfer.
Trump was all over that one. He dropped it on the transfer. He was trying to
Short
get,
right
double him up.
field. It was the second baseman.
Yeah, Poletto.
Coming to the live, Bulldogs first baseman number 15.
Safe. Yeah, the one at home that went to second base. Umpire. Mhm. Yeah, I had it in real time though. I had to mute my mic. I had it in real time. I'm telling you in real time. He's safe. confirmed what I saw.
Okay, so you saw the replay.
Yeah.
Runner goes.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I didn't need it. You know what I mean?
He's in there. So Lehman makes his way over to second. With another stolen, his second stolen base of the night. Eli Halton at the plate.
Sorry, can you? It's just not enough. 10 situation here. It is a 5-3 game. There's the curveball hit into the ground, foul.
Yeah, 1-on-1 out here. The top of the 6th inning, Jay. This game is flying by.
Riviera in a position to put up some insurance here, and I guarantee you that Emilio Fernandez is not satisfied. Jacob.
And that's strike
Got
3
him.
looking.
Nice pitch.
Got him looking on the outside corner.
No, not enough first.
So the 3rd strikeout for Cali tonight. I'm sorry, my bad. The 4th strikeout for Cali tonight.
3 of them looking.
Yes, 3 of them looking.
Our favorite number 9 hitter coming up. And when I say our favorite, I don't mean that all the other 9 hitters are not our favorites. I mean all of the number 9 hitters in all of high school baseball are our favorite hitters. We see the most incredible and amazing and different situations with the number 9 hitters.
It is Dave Rao. The only thing missing is the shin guard, Jay.
He might be wearing one underneath.
Could
Justin.
be.
I wouldn't. It wouldn't shock me. But he is wearing neon green batting gloves, which I don't know if I've ever seen.
Oh, that's a
and he
good
puts
shot.
one into right field. This is
That's
going to
a
be a
tough
hard
play.
play.
Oh,
And he gets down
man.
for a hit. Rounding third on his way
That'll
home.
score.
It is the insurance run.
Lehman comes across. from
Riviera
second.
scores their 6th run of the game. It is now 6-3. A huge. I don't know if I've ever seen.
Eddie
that's a
And he
good
puts
shot.
one into right field. This is
That's
going to
a
be
good
that
shot.
doctor scored.
Looks like that's going down as an error, Jay.
Not in my book, it's not, Justin.
No?
That is a hit all day,
I'm just checking
every
the
day,
scoreboard there.
and twice on Sunday. I know today's Monday, but twice on Sunday. But it's still only one hit, even though it's twice on Sunday. I just want to be clear.
So 1 on, 2 out. Back to the top of the order for Luis Angarita.
Jesse Lehman was off with the crack of the bat, and it's a good thing he was. With 2 outs, he needed to be. That one in the dirt. Nothing doing there at first base for Dave Rao. I kind of want to call him his real name. I just like the sound of it, John Agata. I might just in my dealings with people just use the word in a sentence.
John Agata Davida. How are you going to use it?
That one ripped to left field, and that's
That's a
going to be
hit.
a base hit. Staying at second base is John Agata Rao.
And who's coming to bat, Jay? The record breaker. Just going to call him the record breaker. Some people may call him the coach's kid. I'm going to call him the record breaker.
Well, while Rao is still on base, I'm going to use his name in a sentence.
Okay.
Here's the pitch. And that one hit to center field, and that's going to be caught. Oh, he had
What
to
a
jump.
play.
Did.
Misplayed it originally, but then recovered well with a nice jumping catch.
So 1 run does score. Riviera Prep now leads 6-3. You are watching HSBN Live, and it is all John Agata all the time.
I like it, Jay. I like it.
you know, you go to Publix, you pick up some milk, you get some eggs, you get some Janagata.
I was thinking John Agata DeVita, baby.
You're looking in your toolbox, you know, you've got your hammers, you got your screwdriver, you got some tool, you're not sure what it is, it's probably a Janagata.
Or to tell you what, Jay, I'm kind of hungry. John got to get us a hamburger.
There you go.
And what's that Jamaican term for the thing that our friend Hugh always used to say? Rasclat? So
I'm not sure that's supposed to be said over the airwaves, but okay. I guess maybe in a different language it's a little more acceptable to say that.
anything that we're not exactly sure what it is will now be a Janagata.
All right.
And it'll be a term that's going to live on in HSBN Live. And it's in a very affectionate term, so just know, folks, that this is in no way disparaging. It is probably our favorite name that we've ever had here on HSBN Live.
It's up there. It's up there. I mentioned earlier last year we had Maverick.
Yeah, Maverick was great because there were so many Top Gun references coming out. They were flowing out of everybody's mouth.
That was the Goldman Gators were playing someone prep.
It was Pines Charter.
Pines Charter, that's it. Pines Charter.
And look who we have here.
They said they'd go to him if they
The
had to,
folks
Jay.
around the world just got out of their chairs because Luis Angarita has taken the mound for Riviera Prep in hopes of shutting the door on Doctor's Charter. Angarita was unhittable in his last performance that we saw against Doctor's Charter.
Yes, that was quite a game he pitched. And now he'll have to go 2 innings here to close out the game, Jay.
Hey, Jay, it's getting crunch time right now, so they're going to go to their ace. They're going to look to slam the door right here. It is an odd scoreline.
It's a good thing I'm using the same scorebook because I can refer back to his last performance, and all I see at the bottom are zeros.
Absolutely right, Jay. All zeros. See, I have it going down as a 3-hitter that game, Jay.
He squares to bunt.
Nice
Gets
bunt.
it in play.
Angarita
routine.
makes the play.
So Zaire Cox
One quick out. 1-3 on the put
goes
out.
down quickly on the bunt attempt.
Angarita is one of those pitchers, guys, you got to get him early in the count. If you watch 2 pitches go by you, the odds are in favor of it being an 0-2 count.
So here's Chaz Royo.
Which is not good for hitters like me. I like to look at least 1 or 2 pitches. I'm usually also not ready the first pitch that comes in. I want to see the ball come in and get the rhythm of what the pitcher's doing so I understand what my timing mechanism is. There are some hitters that can come into the batter's box and just hit the first pitch. I am not one of them. And that one ripped
That
to
is
center field,
crushed to
but
center.
right at him, and he makes the catch.
2 quick outs, Jay.
2 quick ones is
Royals
an
hit
understatement.
the ball well tonight. He is 1 for 3 on the evening, but that one was ripped.
Well, here we are, Jay. Doctor's Charter needing 3 runs with only 4 outs to do it.
Kazwara coming to hit. He walked in the second and sacrificed in the fourth, so he is 0 for 0 tonight. He should be hitting 9th. We say that again affectionately as our 9th hitters typically
Favorite spot.
have very interesting at-bats. Popped up. Is there going to be a
No,
play?
that's not
No,
playable.
there will not.
Jay, that's an interesting score line up there, isn't it? You ever see 9 hits to 1 and it's a 2-run ball game? 6-3 on 9 hits to 1.
I don't know that I have, and I don't know that I've. The last time I saw 3 runs on 1 hit. The 6 runs and 9 hits is a fairly common scoreline, but it's the 3 runs and 1 hit
Correct.
that's very rare, very, very rare. Doctors Charter making the most of their opportunities tonight, and they have been limited.
Yeah, the previous batter, Chaz Royer, with the only hit tonight.
Even
for the
though
Hawks.
Flowers really hadn't pitched much this season. That went in for a strike.
He's just throwing strikes up there.
And when I say Flowers, I mean neither of them.
Yeah, either one.
Both brothers got into the game tonight and did yeoman's work and have now made way for Luis Angarita.
Yeah, he might have to steal, was it Pitbull's nickname? Isn't he Mr. International?
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide. Well,
Popped
there you go.
up.
That's the fan base for Angarita.
What a quick
Makes
inning
the
for
catch.
Ararito.
And there's our chance, Jay. That was David DiGiacinto over there at first.
A very Angarita-like inning as Doctor's Charter goes down 1-2-3.
He was as advertised. You went looking through the stat book for a reason. Zeros is the name of his game.
They have 6 defensive plays that DiGiacinto has been involved in tonight for the Hawks over at first base. Just want to get mention in on him as he's not batting tonight, but is certainly helping his team with his defensive skills.
Text line has been active tonight, and so has our viewership, as we have had a lot of viewers here tonight. A lot of interested parties looking on. Some are fans of both of these schools, but some are interested onlookers of high school baseball. And meanwhile, very quietly, Charlie Calai still in the game and has pitched very, very well since that first inning onslaught by Riviera Prep. Riviera Prep got off the bus, and every single player had their hitting shoes on. Now, I don't know if they took their hitting shoes off after the first inning, but they most definitely had them on.
Speaking of your hitting stats, Jay, they started the game home run, single, double, and all 5 runs scored. That's how they started this game.
Absolutely, and since then only 1 run came around. That was Jesse Lehman. And this is the last ups for the Bulldogs.
Calai would do himself and his team well to get a 1-2-3 inning and get back in the dugout and see if we can't have a little interesting game here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, we are going to see both Flowers brothers here in the top of the 7th. And we're going to start it off with DJ Flowers, 1 for 3 on the night.
Pitched very well tonight and just hit the ball hard, but foul. Again.
Into the bullpen for first.
And that one hit hard,
That's
and
gonna
that one's
stay
going to get
fair.
down. That's going to be a base hit. Rounding first,
Going for
on his
second.
way to second. He's going to try it,
He
and
got
he
it.
will get in there easily. DJ Flowers with a leadoff double. Justin with Angarita on the mound. You got to think Riviera Prep's feeling it right now.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't be. They have a nice 3-run lead and just started off the top of the 7th here with a beautiful double by DJ Flowers. Mark Quarry going to get some last-second instructions here before he steps into the batter's box. He's 1 for 3 on the night.
Okay. So Mark Quarry now with a runner at second base. Is he going to be bunting, guys? Are they looking for one insurance run?
Yes, they are.
Good call, Jay.
Showing bunt.
Here's the throw to second base. He's back in time. Jacob, you've got something on the volume because the thing's still. Well, there's something. That means there's something on the button. That means there's something on the volume button.
It's gone.
Squares the bunt again.
Lays it down.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Look
bunt.
at this.
What a beautiful bunt.
So Flowers will make his way over to second as Quarry lays down the
Third.
sack bunt. I'm sorry, to third as Quarry lays down the sack bunt.
Now batting, number 8, Nick Flowers.
So with his brother standing 90 feet, 89, 88, 87 feet away, here's Nick Flowers trying to drive his brother home. Big curveball missed, did not get its way back in. Josh, you're good, I think. If you want to stay out there, you can. Josh, you moved. Jacob, you moved it.
That is a moonshot to center field, Jay.
It's
And
going
the
to be a
wind.
hard play.
The wind blowing in. Let's
And
see.
he made the catch. Here comes the run home. He's going to be safe at home. Riviera scores another insurance run. Big trouble now for Doctors Charter. They're down 4 runs and only have 3 outs to get it back with.
Coming to the plate for the Bulldogs, left fielder number 6, Jesse Lehman.
So Jesse Lehman coming to the plate.
2 outs now in the inning, but damage has been done. Riviera Prep has put up a run in the last 2 innings. Each of the last 2 innings. That one sliced to third,
And
and it gets through for a hit. There's nobody there. Rounding first. On his way to second. He'll get there easily. He'll round second, and he'll
Stop
stay
there.
right there.
Big double.
A shift of sorts on for Doctors Charter, and he was able to slice it through the shift.
I believe they got that one up on the board as an error, Jay.
Now batting, center fielder number 14,
As it went
Harris Iverson.
through his legs over there at third.
E5 on the play.
And here's Ferris Abusad.
Runner goes. Grounded to
Abusad,
short. This is going to be a
tough
hard play,
play.
Justin. Up and over.
Oh, he's
It
safe.
gets away.
And the run
This
is
is
coming
going to
in.
score another run. Riviera Prep now leads 8-3. Rounding second, on his way to third. He'll get there easily. Rounding third, and on his way
Oh,
home.
he's going to stop at
No,
third.
he will not.
He's stop at third.
I was faked out. Head coach Emilio Fernandez had the arm waving.
He's
It
safe.
gets
And
away.
the run
This is
coming
going to
in.
score another waving. I thought for sure he was going to try for home.
How are you going to score that one?
As a run scored, of course.
Absolutely. What about Abusad? How did he make his way to third?
I'm not giving specifics right now.
That was a confusing situation.
It's a
No.
run scored in my book.
A lot of
Seemed
pressure on
like
the
a
defense
single
there.
and a wild throw.
I'm gonna play cheater in school and copy off your test right now, Justin.
I got him taking 2 bases on one throwing error.
What's a
for Abusad.
W12?
A W12.
I'm just kidding.
Here's Eli Halton. And Abusad on third.
Charlie Calais has gone the distance for Doctors Charter and unfortunately has not gotten a lot of help.
No, hasn't had a bad game if you discount the first inning.
Justin, there's 5 errors. Charlie Calli has
5
done his
errors.
job.
Might play that number in Lotto tomorrow, Jay. 315. Very rare.
Alton going to see if he could tack another one out for his team.
Pounded
That's a
into the
chopper.
ground. This is going to be a
Only
hard
play at
play. There's no play. It's another
in.
run. It's another run for Riviera Prep. It's now 9-3.
Very rare.
Game is
Okay.
getting away from Doctor's Charter, and now the long walk by Pete Sass.
I think
The only
that's
play
the
he
shortest
had
hit
was at
we've ever
home.
seen.
Yeah, the only play he had was at home. He just no play at first.
Pete Sass, unfortunately, not able to
Okay, here's a batting
stay with
change,
Charlie
Jay.
Calli.
Dave Rao, the aforementioned John Agata Rao, is going to take a seat, and instead we are going to see number 25. Let's see if we can get you a name on number 25. Unfortunately, I don't have a number 25 on my sheet. But he is certainly number 25.
Well, unfortunately, when Riviera Prep put in their stats and their rosters, they left 5 players as number 0. So it's one of the number 0s. So it's either A.J. Hoynak, Enzo Toledo, Jacob
Guys,
Frank.
it looks like number 12, Maximo Medina. That's who it looks like. This is number 12 on the
that's
mound.
Doctor's Charter.
No. We were talking about the hitter.
Yes,
There
you're
is
correct.
a pitching change.
You're
There's a
correct,
pitching.
Jerry. Jerry, you're correct.
Good
The pitching change is Maximo Medina. You are correct. But we are trying to figure out the batting
Wait.
change.
I thought maybe the PA guy would have it.
He will in a minute. Well, it gives us a chance to mention all of the subs for Riviera Prep. It is either Michael Dominac, Juan Almeida, Jacob Frank, Enzo Toledo, or A.J. Hoynak. It will be one of those 5.
Hey Jay, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and go with Jacob Frank. Let's see if I'm right here. Looking at his weight and his height, looks like a Jacob Frank.
Well, we're being told it's Enyo Manila. Manila's number 24 in the roster, so wearing number 25 tonight is Manila.
Here we go.
There we go. Enyo Manila.
It's okay. I just want to make sure we got him.
Manila, number 24 on our
it looks
roster,
like they're as
which
confused
created
as
all
we
that
are. We got the
confusion.
coach
and
coming
maybe
in.
creating some confusion here, too, because
Yeah.
the coach came out to find out who is 25. He didn't have a 25 on his roster either.
Now that we got that settled, back to play.
Fans always welcome to help us get it correct with the names of these kids. So Manila batting .267 on the season. And he will step in with 1 on and 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. That was left up high for Medina.
Like the count is 3-1 here.
Yes, 3-1 to Manila.
Low ball
He
4.
walked him. So Manila's going to make his way over to first. Now he'll shift Halton over to second. 2 on, 2 out. And here, there's no one they'd rather have come up right now, Jay. Luis Angarita at the plate.
If
2 for
Angarita
4 on
can
the
add an
night.
RBI here.
with an inside-the-park home run.
Not only is he the man they want at the plate, but he's the man they want on the mound.
On the mound as well. And he will, I think, close out the game, unless I'm mistaken. I think he'll come in to close it out. But this is the 8th batter of the inning for the Bulldogs. And they have put up 3 big runs. That one's left low. Oh, almost hit him.
He did very well to get out of the way of that pitch.
Yeah, that one almost clipped him. So the count is 2-0 to Angarita. That one's left low. Runners, for some reason, will not advance. Kind of odd, as I think they both would have been able to advance on that wild pitch.
I think the lead runner lost the ball in the lights, possibly. Just couldn't see where it was. He couldn't pick it up, and he just did not make it over to third.
Well, 3-0 the count now to Angarita. And he is going to rope that to center field.
Center field, but right at him.
That'll do it.
Great play by Chaz Royo.
And 3 big runs come in for the Bulldogs. They now lead 9-3 over the Doctors Charters Hawks, who will have their last stops right now. Alfie Ramirez leading off Ken Brown and Nate Vincent.
It was a big 3 spot they put up there in the top of the 7th. 3 huge insurance runs. 6-3 is now 9-3. Just got a different feel to it.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be rough. 6 runs needed, 3 outs to do it. And we will see Angarita coming back out to the mound.
And we know he's going to throw strikes.
Out for his 2nd inning of work.
Because I changed those other settings, that's why this is happening.
Over to make the play.
And we are now 1 out away.
We are 1 out away.
Did I say it too? We are 1 out away.
Well, there were technical difficulties, so when Gary said it, no one heard it. You can say it too, but I was saying it for a different reason.
Here's Nate Vincent. This could be the final batter here for the Hawks, unless he can reach base. First base drops in for a strike.
My money is on Angarita to close the door.
Right, the smart money is on Angarita to close the door. He has been incredible since he's come in.
Curveball just missed.
Already up
Sweet
0-2 on the
curve.
batter.
Just got a piece.
Now down to the final strike.
That was a close pitch. Angarita walked off the mound.
Folks, don't forget there will be a live post-game interview.
That'll do it.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that will do it. Angarita closes the door He started the game with a home run and finishes the game with a strikeout on the mound. Luis Angarita, once again, a star here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We
we
will
would like to thank you
have
for joining
a
us for this
post-game
evening's game.
interview
Please drive home safely.
with Coach Emilio Fernandez and our HSBN Live player or players of the game. Don't go anywhere, folks. And we will have We are live post-game, HSBN Live. I'm Coach Emilio Fernandez, who has had a long, long day today. 2 wins on a weekday on 2 different fields with 8th graders with both hands behind his back, with somehow has done it with mirrors, magic, and pixie dust. Emilio, tell us today what has happened. Give us an idea of what today's been like for you.
Well, I'd like to take the credit, but it really goes to them. I mean, this whole baseball concept, and this is a grind. It was basically what baseball in the summer's like. and then we came out here today against a very good pitcher. I mean, Charlie. This and come out here and with you guys doing our games.
Earlier this afternoon at a you guys came off shoes on because it seemed he got into the act in the first inning and you put up a crooked number and really put this game in a tough position for Doctors Charter, and one that they, quite honestly never came back from. And later in the game.
Well, it's funny because we've been talking. Third times. Talented hitters, you go look. Who's a veteran guy in Miami in high school baseball that's going to throw strikes. He's going to come at you with a fastball curveball combination, and all those balls were on the nose. We didn't get any cheap hits there, so proud of them. I mean, can't ask for anything more.
The man to my right has participated in a variety of ways here. Leads the game off with a home run, finishes the game striking out the final batter, Luis Angarita, and we'll do a little bit in English and a little bit in Spanish for Luis. Luis, you are our HSBN Live Player of the Game. Congratulations for the second time.
Thank you. Thank you.
You almost look like a football player with that ice on your shoulder. Luis, I'm going to ask the question and then I'll have Emilio translate if need be. How did you feel coming into tonight's game, knowing that you weren't going to pitch? And then how did you feel after you hit the home run?
All right, in the first inning, I feel really good with that home run. As Emilio said, we were talking about taking the lead in the first inning, and we did it today. Then with that lead of 5, I was really, feeling good. And I just told Emilio in the 6th inning, I want to pitch. I want to end this game. And that's how it was.
Well, you played very well. This is now 2 times we have seen you on HSBN Live. The first time you threw an absolute gem, and the second time you participate hitting and with pitching, and we have just been so impressed with you. You played very well today. Congratulations, our HSBN Live Player of the Game, Luis Angarita.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And the man to my left also broke a record today. Eric Fernandez, are you really only in 8th grade?
Yes.
You're taller than me. I'm feeling very short right now.
Yeah, I guess I'm a freak of nature.
You broke a long-standing record, of a very tough record to break. Just playing high school baseball as an 8th grader is hard enough. But to play at the level that you've played coming out, it has been spectacular, nothing short of spectacular. Talk to us and talk to everybody about your journey of what it's like being an 8th grader and playing so well in high school baseball.
Well, normally when I go up to hit, I don't really care about how old the pitcher is or how much experience he has. I just go up there and I try to do my thing. I don't try to do too much. I just try to get a base hit every time.
Having your dad around, I'm sure, helps not just with the coaching end of it, which I know, he's obviously been very active in your career from a very small child and getting you prepared to play baseball. But talk about what it's like having your dad around for all these moments and being on the field with him. It's got to be special.
It's great because a lot of kids don't get to have their dad coach and have them on the field. So it's great because I get to share every moment with him.
So today, you broke the record for most hits by an 8th grader, and we congratulate you here at HSBN Live. Congratulations, Eric Fernandez, and we wish you good luck in the future. We made a joke on the broadcast that by the time you're a junior, you're going to be talking about how you're hitting 878 and on your way to college. So enjoy every minute of Eric.
Thank you.
And that'll do it here, HSBN Live. We are, again, at Barry University, a tremendous game between Riviera Prep and Doctors Charter. It was our pleasure to bring it to you. I want to thank everybody in our broadcast that helped today. Jacob Noah, Justin Bresner, Emilio Sierra, Jerry Skelton. Everybody was great today, and we want to thank you, the viewer, for joining us. And we will see you again on Wednesday from Westminster when Doral takes on Westminster. Big game. We are coming to the end of the season towards playoffs. Thank you for watching HSBN Live.